I'm here to talk to you about the power that youth have to change the world one step at a time. And I'm going to kind of start by telling my own story. So, ever since I was a little kid, ever since I can remember, I've always had such a deep connection with the natural world. I've always felt like I was a part of the earth, and I had something important that I had to do. And when I turned 6, I started asking the question, what kind of world is my generation being left with? And I researched, and I studied, and I started learning about climate change, global warming, our environmental crisis, the heating and cooling of different parts of our planet. And I saw that this world is the kind of world our generation is facing. This planet, all these catastrophes, droughts, floods, hurricanes, typhoons, are being left to our generation. And so I said, I have the power and I have the responsibility to do something about it, not just for myself, not just for my generation, but for every generation to come. Because climate change is the biggest issue that we have ever faced as a human race, as a human society on this planet, and we have got to take action. So even though it sounds scary, it is possible to defeat it. And in my own life, ever since I learned about climate change, I've been working with my Earth Guardian crew to protect the earth, the air, the water, and the atmosphere so that my generation and those to follow will inherit a healthy, safe, habitable planet. So these are just a group of kids that got passionate, they got excited, that educated themselves about something that they cared about. And they took it into action. This group of young people, we helped get pesticides banned in our parks of Boulder, a fee on plastic bags. We helped clean up our air and water by containing coal ash. We're working on a statewide ban on hydraulic fracturing. And it's just because these kids, they got inspired and they educated themselves. And education is so important. So one thing that we believe is, education so there's 2 steps of education. One is knowing about the problem. What is the problem we are facing? And the second step is what can we do about it? Because it's useless to come give facts about climate change if we're not going to tell you what you can walk away with today to make a difference. So we give school presentations across the country, across the world, to educate young people about the kind of world that we're going to be left with and steps we can take to pull ourselves out of this mess. So one way that we really like to spread our message is through positive rap songs, hip-hop that inspires and educates people, and music can connect to people in a lot of ways. So just in the last few years, Earth Guardians, the global youth movement has spread incredibly. And people are seeing what we're doing in our community. They're modeling it. They want to do it too. They want to make a difference. They want to be a part of this movement. We have Earth Guardian crews on 5 continents, and the movement is on the rise. Anybody heard of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, they had this huge power shift movement here in 2013. There were over 8,000 young people marching through the streets. And then at the Rio Plus 20 UN Summit, there were youth from 110 countries. They came out from all over the world to show the world that we are not going to sit idly by while the governments and presidents make decisions for us, because we are not the future, we are the present, and we are here now. So, as I said at the beginning, my connection to the natural world, to the earth, as I've heard in other presentations as well, is so important. And so, also I think one of the reasons that we're in this global crisis is we have disconnected from the earth. That's really reflects because of how much we're using social media, how much we're using electronic devices. We're always staring at the TV, always staring at a screen. We have disconnected from nature, from the mountains and rivers and streams, and we have lost that connection, so we have lost that compassion for the earth. So, to tell you a little bit more about this, we wrote a song called Return to Nature that me and my little brother are going to perform. I want to invite my little brother, Xiuhtezcatl. He's going to come up and help me perform this song for you guys. All right, so let me get the music set up.
Check 1, 2.
Is everybody ready? You better be ready. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Return to nature. This shows our stories, our songs, our lyrics. Listen to them because they mean something. Yeah, yeah. Come on, come on. Yeah.
The vibration of life is an intimate sensation, a way of life forgotten by our generation. Rebirth, realize, rethink, reawaken, get back to the earth. What we have taken, quit faking. This ain't a game. Ecosystem collapsing so fast, I'm going insane. We're playing for keeps, now this is Russian roulette. As our oceans are collapsing and our forests die away. A mindset of greed, a mindset of destruction will have led our society to this dysfunction. Rebirth, realize, rethink, reawaken, get back to the earth. What we have taken, ignorance is bliss, hiding in the mist. How did they miss nature's forgotten gifts? The mountains, the rivers, the forests and the sea. The beauty of life and our connected destiny. Get back to the sky, get back to the ocean, get back to the creatures moving in motion. The sacredness of the ancient rivers was known when the people saw the earth not as a resource but a home. Back in the time, a time much simpler than this, as the ways of the past faded into mist. Rebirth, realize, rethink, reawaken, get back to the earth. What we have taken, we're all born with the connection to the earth. A revolution must be brought forth when I feel the land and touch the water. A nature way of life is revealed. Planet grows hotter. Profits before people, the never-ending greed, and the companies that enrich money's all they believe in. What happened to the liberty and justice for all? We continue down this path, we are sure to fall. The earth needs our help, nature must be protected. Our backyards are all connected, but the two has been neglected. Pesticides and neglected, industrial toxins in the rain. People all over the world are suffering in pain. Ignorance and bliss, hiding in the mist. How did they miss nature's forgotten gifts? The mountains, the rivers, the forests and the sea. The beauty of life and our connected destiny. Get back to the sky, get back to the ocean. Get back to the creatures, a movement in motion. The sacredness of the ancient rivers was known when the people saw the earth not as a resource but a home. Back in the time, a time is simpler than this, as the ways of the past fade into mist. Rebirth, realize, rethink, reawaken, get back to the earth. What we have taken. Climate change is a crisis of the spirit. If you listen to the earth, you won't hear it. A cry of nature, a cry for salvation. A crisis affecting every single generation. Our society's culture is to consume and to take. We are all connected by the same decisions that we make. We won't waste making the same mistakes as the past. When will we wake up from the slumber at long last? We are superior being, that's what we are told. We forgot the knowledge of our roots from so long ago. The indigenous people taught us to live as one, to protect the earth for the next 7 generations. Ignorance is bliss, hiding in the mist. How did they miss nature's forgotten gifts? The mountains, the rivers, the forests and the sea. The beauty of life and our connected destiny. Get back to the sky, get back to the ocean. Get back to the creatures, a movement in motion. The sacredness of the ancient rivers was known where the people saw the earth not as a resource but a home. Back in the time, a time is simpler than this, as the ways of the past fade into mist. Rebirth, realize, rethink, reawaken, get back to the earth. What we have taken, rebirth, realize, rethink, reawaken, get back to the earth. What we have taken, rebirth, realize, rethink, reawaken, get back to the earth. What we have taken.
You guys like that? All right. Anybody heard of Mahatma Gandhi? Yeah? So he says that you have to be the change that you wish to see in the world. So what that means for me is that we cannot wait for other people to do it. We cannot put our problems aside and expect someone else to solve them. And a lot of people think that the power in this world, the power to make a difference, the power to change, comes from political leaders, from governments, from presidents, but they are wrong. Because the power to change the world is in each of one of you. The power to change the world comes from the people. It comes from us. That's where the power is in this world. Every single person in this audience has the power to make a difference, to stop climate change. Even if it's one simple action every day, turning off the water when you're not using it, turn off the lights when you're not using them. There's easy things that we can do in our everyday lives that make a tremendous difference. So we wrote a song called Be the Change, based on Mahatma Gandhi's words. And it tells our story of why it's important to live everyday life with integrity. Think not just about yourself, but about the future generations. So, guys know HBO television? So they came out and they did, they filmed a music video of us performing this song and a 30-minute special on Earth Guardians. So hopefully that's gonna come out soon. But I want to invite my little brother Xiuhtezcatl back up onto stage to help me perform this song for you guys. So, I can't see everybody, but I'm gonna invite everyone to stand up out of their seats, to clap your hands, to dance around, to move back and forth. Feel the beat, listen to the music. Everybody up top, I can't see you, but I'm expecting you to do the same. So, at the end of the song, there's a call and response. And I hope everybody does their best to participate in that. So here we go, be the change. Is everybody ready? Yeah. All right, move around, dance, feel the beat.
We are the youth and we have come to shine the light, to show you the way you're living just ain't right. It's endangering the future that you will leave for all living things and for human beings. We're on the brink of ecological disaster. What you do today will determine our future. All generations are counting on you to find yourself and change the thing that you do. It's time to be the change, stand for what you know is right. It's time to be the change and build a world of light. It's time to be the change and unite as one. It's time to be the change, that means everyone. You gotta feel the change, to live the change. Gotta share the change, to spread the change. Gotta give the change, to be the change. So be the change, so be the change. Real change starts so deep down inside. Take a look at yourself, we are not divided. Listen to your heart, see what is real. The voice of the earth is what you will feel. Brilliant and deep and let beliefs go. Be the truth cause you know you reap what you sow. Let society's fall, let it catch your fall. Open your heart and hear a generation's call. It's time to be the change, stand for what you know is right. It's time to be the change and build a world of light. It's time to be the change and unite as one. It's time to be the change and that means everyone. You gotta feel the change, to live the change. You gotta share the change, to spread the change. Gotta give the change, to be the change. So be the change, so be the change. Don't let society's way drive you no more. Break down the lock and open a different door. Step out of the cage from where you have been caught. Remember the truth that you have forgot. We become the change that we wanna see. Our world's gonna be the way we want it to be. We are all connected by the same thread. What we do to each other, we do to the world. It's time to be the change, stand for what you know is right. It's time to be the change and build a world of light. It's time to be the change and unite as one. It's time to be the change and that means everyone. You gotta feel the change, to live the change. Gotta share the change, to spread the change. Gotta give the change, to be the change. So be the change, so be the change. Who is the change? We are the change. Who brings the change? We bring the change. Who is the change? We are the change. Who brings the change? We bring the change. Who is the change? We are the change. Who brings the change? Go ahead and bring the change. Who is the change? We are the change. We are the change. We are the change.
Thank you very much, TedX Milehigh.